Hello friends, during the last lecture we have taken the rapid survey of the syllabus meant for paper number 4, 16th to 18th century English literature. Course code of the paper is UAENG 501. Today we are going to open with the first unit of the paper. First unit consists of two major parts, Elizabethan age and Jacobean age. During this lecture, we are going to take the first part of the Elizabethan age, Renaissance, Humanism, and Reformation. Renaissance, Humanism, and Reformation. Generally, there are three different terms. Renaissance generally is used to cover three important movements: Renaissance, Reformation, and Humanism. However, these are three different movements. Renaissance means totally intellectual movement related with the classical Greek-Roman philosophy, classical Greek-Roman learnings. At the same time, when we mean Greek and Roman philosophy and Greek and Roman learning, it consists of number of civilizations, cultures. In detail, when we will open Renaissance, the part, we will discuss in detail. So, Renaissance is the first moment. That is the intellectual moment related with the classical learning and new discoveries and inventions which were made with the help of this classical learning. The second is humanism, that is the development of art, literature, vernacular languages, and so on. As a student of literature, we are going to concentrate more upon these movements. That is, humanism is related with development of art, literature. Okay? And our major concern will be related with this movement. Next one, Reformation. Reformation is a religious movement, and at the first time in the history of Christianity, you will find out that there was Protestant revolution. That is, revolution or rebel against the Roman Catholic Church. So, these are three different movements which are covered under the title that is Renaissance. Now, there will be general question on the same topic. For example, take the rapid survey of the influence of Renaissance on literature, art, and other things. At that time, it means that you are going to take the rapid survey of Renaissance, Reformation, and Humanism. However, when there will be the question, for example, on Renaissance, which is totally related with the intellectual movement of this period. This term was a great cultural movement that began in Italy during the early 14th century. It spread to England, France, Germany, Netherlands, Spain, and other countries in the later part of the 15th century. It was a significant movement in the history of European nations, and it changed the total attitude of the man towards the human life. Now, the term Renaissance was first used by the art historian Giorgio Vasari in 1550. It refers to the complex movement that exerted its influence on every field of human activity. Now, what is the exact meaning of Renaissance? Renaissance is the Latin word, and it means revival, rebirth, and reawakening. Now, it is the revival of the ancient classical mythology, literature, and culture. It was also reawakening of the human mind. We are going to discuss all these factors in detail when we will open separately this topic. And it awakened the man to watch and enjoy the glory and wonder and beauty of the human body and the wonder of nature. Because before the introduction of Renaissance, there were a number of limitations laid over the human life. So, after it, let us take the rapid survey towards what are the causes of this Renaissance period. Various factors were responsible for the spread of movement. Just after 13th century and beginning of the 14th century, you will find out that there was re-establishment of schools and universities. And the spread of literacy in vernacular languages as well as classical Latin languages. Now literacy ratio was first time raised to 10%, 15% during this period. It was about this period in 1440. Most important invention was there. John Gutenberg invented the printing machine, movable printing machine in Germany. And this printing machine made the books available at a time for the readers, because new educated literate people had limitation in the reading of the ancient books, because during that period only handwritten handmade books were available in the market. John Gutenberg's movable printing machine made the books available. Fall of Constantinople also plays an important role. Constantinople civilization was the center of all the knowledge, which was the idol for all the learnings of ancient civilizations like Crete, Egyptian, Greek, Roman, Hebrew, newly established Arabian, even Atlantic Ocean. All the books were stored in the city of Constantinople. Unfortunately, it was fallen in the hands of Turks. It played the important role for the spread of Renaissance. The scholars, the students, and the merchants in the city escaped into Italy and then deep into European countries. Through these scholars, students, and merchants, first time during the dark sleep of the Middle Ages, new learning of this ancient civilization was introduced. And Europeans realized a new way, new life of the life. They also come to know, yes, one more important thing is related with the various geographical discoveries which had taken place during this period. For example, just let us take only the sample. Vasco da Gama discovered India, Christopher Columbus discovered America, John Cabot discovered Canada, Pedro Carbol, Brazil, etc., etc. Not they discovered the routes, sea routes to approach this period. The next one is Holy Crusader. Holy Crusaders were Christian Crusaders had organized a number of military expeditions to recapture Palestine, the Holy Land, during the Middle Ages. And indirectly, these Crusaders came in contact with the Arabian, Byzantine, that is Constantinople civilization, and they helped bringing back much learning from Arabic, Greek, Latin, and Byzantium civilizations. Then we come across various scientific discoveries. It had taken place in this way that it created scientific temperament. Roger Bacon, Leonardo da Vinci, Copernicus, Kepler, Galileo were the champions in the fields of sciences. Galileo, Erasmus, Machiavelli, Gutenberg, and Columbus were the leaders of the richest achievements of this period. Okay? These are the causes for the Renaissance. Then we turn towards what is humanism. Humanism is the movement related with art, literature, and human life. During this period, the scholars and artists were more concerned with understanding the man, the real world, his psyche, his soul, his emotions, and to discover these parts of human life. They studied ancient literature, literary styles, subjects, presentation, painting from ancient civilizations, and other arts, particularly from Greek and Roman civilizations. And this new attitude was called humanism. There was considerable changes in architecture, painting, and literature. We are going to take the rapid survey of architecture, painting, and then literature. Brunelleschi Alberti, Bramante were the well-known artists who developed the art of architecture. In the field of painting, Giotto, Sandro, Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, Michelangelo were the great masters. And in the field of literature, great writers, one by one, we are going to discuss. Dante, La Vita Neos, is the Divine Comedy is still one of the most classical influencing book. Petrarch, the sonnets. We have already studied the sonnet form during first year, second year. But the sonnet, the father of sonnet form, Italian writer Petrarch. Something interesting is there related with this. Boccaccio, who was the founder of modern novelita or novel. His Decameron is an interesting book. Even today, it has not ceased, it has not stopped to influence the literary artist. Niccolo Machiavelli, his one book, The Prince, totally stirred the intellectuals of the spirit. Geoffrey Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales, who is the father of English literature, English poetry. Saint Thomas More, his book Utopia, that is the ideal world. Edmund Spenser's The Fairy Queen and Amoroti. Montague's essay form, who is known as father of English essay. Then we turn towards Reformation. Reformation is totally religious movement. It was the struggle in between the established Roman Catholic creed in Christianity and newly developed creed, that is Protestant. There were a number of religious controversies and political background. However, I had passed the comment that all the achievements of humanism and Renaissance were indirectly checked by Reformation movements. When these two movements tried to free the human mind far away from fixed religious ideas, roots deeply rooted into religion and religious, unfortunately, Reformation was re-establishment of religious thoughts. What are the influence of these movements? We will discuss in detail. Okay, thank you.